is up? My blue-collar brethren, Chino here from the AB Garage. Out with you on this beautiful Sunday afternoon. And I just finished earlier today taking the MSF Rider Safety Course for the third time. If you watch my vlog I did a couple weeks ago, I told you guys that I was taking it again for the third time, mainly because my girlfriend has expressed, and we're going, has expressed an interest in riding, and it doesn't hurt to brush up on your skills. So we spent this weekend, Friday night, I think we were there for 5 hours on Friday. Well, it wasn't quite, it was about 4 hours on Friday, going through the booklet. And then we got up super early yesterday and spent about 5 hours on the course Saturday, and then about 6 today. And some things have changed with that course and the 16 years it's been since I've taken my last one. Some of the verbiage used and a lot of the exercises are still the same, but some of the acronyms and stuff that they use are different than what they were, than what I remember, and that kind of threw me off a little bit. But I mean, they shortened the main one that I remember, they shortened it up. It used to be, it was SIPDE, SIPDE, and that stood for Scan, Identify, Predict, Decide, Execute. And they shortened it up to just C, which is Scan, Evaluate, Execute. And we were given a survey at the end of the class when we were asked to, you know, fill out and give our opinions on the class and what we thought and rate our instructors and all that. And the one criticism that I had, the one criticism that I had was that they changed SIPDE to C. Now, like I said, I understand why they did that, but to me, SIPDE just encompasses everything better than C does. That's just my opinion. But overall, the class was great. My girlfriend was pretty upset yesterday. She has never ridden on the street before with a street bike. She's ridden my dirt bike a handful of times in my yard, and that is the experience she had with riding motorcycles. And she's never driven a stick shift before either. She said she tried to learn once years ago, and the person trying to teach her was less than helpful, so she just said fuck it and has never attempted to learn since. So with her being a newbie, a lot of the concepts and phrases used and things that they teach you in this class, she was really having a hard time with. I don't think she was really having a hard time with them. I think that she was getting in her own head and overthinking things to a certain extent. Yeah, I wasn't sure if she was going to come back down with me today and finish the class. That's how upset she was. She woke up this morning and ended up getting dressed and coming with me, and I'm grateful for her because she passed. And not only did she passed with flying colors. And the instructors even said that they were so impressed that she stuck it out and tried really hard and was able to come as far as she did in just the short weekend. So Saturday night, she didn't want to hear fuck all about motorcycles, didn't want to talk about maybe her potentially getting a bike. And once today the light bulb kind of clicked and she realized that she could do this and that it was easier than she was making it out to be. The entire hour drive home, she was talking about, the class and things we went over and how it really wasn't that bad, and even brought up potentially down the line getting a motorcycle herself. I think if she decides to do that, she's going to end up taking the class again for a second time in the spring, just to kind of refresh and go over and reaffirm the knowledge that they try to teach you. That's the instructors recommended that especially for the newer riders. They say it costs $100. It's hardly breaking the bank. So I mean, for $100 you get to go spend a weekend and beat up on other people's motorcycles, state-owned motorcycles at that. So oh damn. So if you are thinking about getting into motorcycling, or you've been riding for a couple years, I'll post the link down in the description to the MSF website, and you can put in your zip code and look up look up where classes are at in your area. And I would highly recommend trying it out. Like I said, for $100, you can't really go wrong with that. But I've mentioned that we're going on this vacation in a couple months, and that was also a reason why I decided to retake the test for a third time, was just to help brush up on my skills and kind of dust off the cobwebs as far as tight turns and corners, and especially going down to the Dragon, where you're gonna need to learn how to take a corner the right way. Being up here in northern Indiana, I really don't have very many curves. I say that as I'm going through a curve, but I mean, I'm very limited on the amount of curves that are around here and the quality of them. So that was a reason too why I decided to take it. Oh, and my little brother, who was never into motorcycles growing up, he had the opportunity, he had the same dirt bikes that I had. He just was never really into it the way that I was. So when I told him that we were taking the class, and he said that he was interested in taking it, I sent him the information for the class that we were in, and he signed up too, and he took it too. We all passed. So I'm trying to talk his wife into letting him get a bike. I don't know if she'll really go for that or not. She didn't want to take the class with us. We asked her if she wanted to, and she said no. And then we were talking at their house a couple weeks ago about the class coming up, and I said something to him about, well, yeah, you get the, you know, take the class and pass it, and then you can get a bike and we can ride together. And she was less than enthusiastic about him potentially riding on his own motorcycle, which is a bummer, but I'm kind of hoping that I can give her enough wine some night and really talk her into letting him at least look at a couple bikes. So now the class that we took was the basic rider course. The BRC is what they call it. And if you guys are a little bit more experienced, you might find it boring. I didn't find it boring at all. I like just going out there and putting around. I'd really like to see about maybe becoming an instructor. And the instructors there kind of encourage that, you know, anyone that was interested in it, they kind of need it. And with everything going on in the world right now, it probably wouldn't hurt to have, you know, a second job, because YouTube's not paying real well right now. But it wouldn't hurt to have, you know, the extra income, because you never know what's going to happen. So that's something that I'm hopefully going to be looking into, seeing if I qualify for that or not. But yeah, it was the basic rider course. It teaches you the fundamentals. Like I said, my girlfriend had zero experience on a bike, and she was able to take it and pass well. So if that's something that you all are interested in, I would highly recommend it. So, well, that's going to be it for today, guys. I appreciate you watching, and remember, you know, you can never know too much. I mean, it's all safety oriented, and the safer you can be on the bike, the more fun you can have, in my opinion. So again, just something to look into, and I would highly recommend it. If anyone's taken the class, comment your experiences below and what you thought about it, and, you know, let me know. And if you're interested in it, like I said, I'll post the information, and, you know, you can check it out in your area and see what options are available for you. So thanks for watching, guys. Remember to like and subscribe.